Alrighty then, welcome back everyone. Welcome to the GameOn 2017 tournament. We've got the semi-final on its way. It's still Calmface versus GoodJob. Nothing much has changed other than the fact that GoodJob was able to pick up the very first map. That's going to be Cobblestone in favor 16-8. But surely we have a second map on its way, and it's going to be brought to you by Tom Pickering as well as Sir Danny. So yeah, Tom, the previous matchup, it wasn't as exciting as some might have thought.
Yeah, I mean, the first half was very competitive. I think it ended on what, sort of 9-7 in the end, or sorry, 8-7, if I can get my math right. And so it ended on that sort of 8-7 level, and we were expecting it to go one way, but unfortunately, Calmface were just not able to come through and really deliver on what we expected them to, and what we really wanted them to, and well, the whole arena did. I mean, everyone was screaming for them to be able to take it on. But you know what? This is their map. This is their chance to shine. But the question, can the Lithuanians deliver against the Belarusians?
That's a good question. That's definitely a good question. This is, after all, their map pick, but is having your own map.
Yeah.
You know, your favorable map is going to be enough to actually win this matchup over here. Of course, this being the best-of-3 series, Calmface have still got that one more lifeline here. And of course, if they're able to win this map, we're going to be heading over to a third map. That's how best-of-3 series works. Simple as that. And of course, we're going to be having the knife round on its way.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing, obviously, the CTs trying to rush down in towards mid to try and knife them out. It's actually going to be the first T going to be dropping down to them as well, but the CT's going to be returning with actually massive drops here. It's going to be left in a 1 versus 2 situation. He takes that one, goes for the second. There we go. Lithuania starting off very well, winning out in the second knife round on the second map. Well played, and they're going to stay on the CT side, taking the advantage again. They couldn't quite deliver when the advantage was on their side on the last map, but they might be able to do it this time round. So we're going to be seeing what they're going to be buying up this round. And there's going to be almost a default one. I mean, Pound might actually buy up a diffuse kit here. He's the last one to buy. Note, full armor T-side. We've got full clocks, and we've actually got some utility. 2 flashes, a smoke, and going to be on Box as well. And Box, obviously being one of the key players, knows how to get into those sneaky spots. For example, over towards Cannon, we're going to be seeing the rush it down the second mid here.
Looks like this is going to be quick. Looks like this is going to be a very quick push here from GoodJob. They are rushing up the A-apps, and it's about time they actually jump out of them. But still, they haven't stopped by. Or is it the plan? Is it the plan to make a lot of noise towards the mid portion of the map and initially make a push towards B bomb? So it looks like it's going to be just a case Box leading the way. But of course, taurės has to back away. He needs some backup. And of course, the push has to commence now from this T side. Box, being the first man in, doesn't see anything, and as of yet, taurės getting taken down. Phoenix with a frag of his own. Now this is looking very good for the T side. Of course, Pound coming up with a rotate. Phoenix has been spotted out. Phoenix low on HP though, should be taken down by Pound any moment now. Of course, he's also alongside Quick. Of course, Pound will be getting the frag, but this is a 3 versus 3 in which the Lithuanians, well, they've got to admit, they have to hurry up. Surely, the Belarusians, they've got good angles, and they've got good angles indeed. That's why they're going to be picking up this very first pistol round. What a round indeed from the Belarus team.
Yeah, going to be able to really just execute that very well, faking it down mid, making all those footsteps, dedicating one person over there, and then rejoining their player down mid. Going to be able to rush down Banana, and the call was just too late for Calmface. They should have had a read on that, because that's a very default sort of play for the T side on that front. I see it played a lot of times in sort of pugs and stuff, so I'm a little bit intrigued how that actually managed to work so well. Well, you know what? They followed it up with kills. I think that's really what happened for GoodJob side. They were able to follow it up with kills. Entering into this round, they've got 4 SMGs, so it's going to be 3 UMPs, MP7, AK-47 on coffee as well. First kill going to be coming out. That's going to be Kalinka dropping.
Yeah, that's going to be Kalinka getting a drop there towards that B-bomb side. taurės, though, he's still alive. But on the B-bomb side, the question is how long can he remain, because the push, well, there are some players here, you've got to admit, there are some players towards Banana, but they are not committing as of yet. Surely they have the time and their essence. Pound, though, trying to land up the shots, but he's not successful, I've got to admit. That was close, but not close enough. Anyhow, looks like the push will commence towards this A-bomb, so let's see how it's going to turn out to be. Quick in a nice position behind the haystacks. Will be not going to be getting the 1 kill, though. Pound, though, he's got the deagle in hand, gets the 1 dig, and that's what he needs. Gets the second one at that. Might be the third one, very close on getting the third one, but actually, taurės and Carcass will now try to go for the retake. Doable, but surely they have to take down the low HP player. That is just the case. Box, 14 points of health for him. That's definitely not a lot of HP, but taurės, he might be the difference maker. Box, low on HP, should be getting the frag, but no! Box still alive, but for how long? The question is, Box will be getting the frag as well! Only 14 points of health, but still making it. Somehow the 1 versus 2 actually going in favor of the Belarus team. They're going to be quite happy about that. Surely that was a close encounter, and
Yeah, so going through, we are going to be seeing what they can actually really deliver on this as well. As we try to see what they're going to be able to buy into this round in a moment or so. Whilst we actually get a few tech issues here on the wheel on our side, bear with us as we go back into this. Obviously, going into the third round here, we have got the AKs out in full force and GoodJob. Remember, they were just down to one player on that last round, and Pound here, I think he's actually boosted in this spot, so it's actually going to be a tower defense game here in towards mid as they look to push up.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a nice spot. The P250 can definitely get some damage, but you got to see what you're shooting at, Pound, and he's not seeing anything. taurės and Kalinka are still survived, but I don't think they're going to be able to accomplish much. After all, it's an eco, and it's looking like a very solid eco for this T side. Of course, the bomb is going to get planted. They're going to be getting that extra moolah moving forward, but taurės and Kalinka, I mean, if they can get a frag here and there, that's going to be decent. If possible, USP. Though trying to light up the shot, but it's not successful. Looks like it's going to be 0-3 now. In the lead of the T side, the Belarusian team leading the way here, leading the charge on Inferno. Surely, for how long, though, is the question. Calmface, of course, they're going to be having their very first proper gun round here. And the question is, how will the gun round work out for them? Pound has got that Diffuska, the only player of the CT side worth mentioning, but surely, at least they've got decent amount of utility. Not the most amount, not the best, not the worst, but pretty decent.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing the T's rush down in towards second mid, hold over towards Banana as well, and it's going to be a nice first proper buy versus buy. Nice and equal on this ground, and we're going to be seeing a lot of damage coming out. taurės and Kalinka going to be sort of damage right down to almost below half health on both players. I mean, taurės 43, Kvik going to be holding over towards short, waiting for them to push up to him, and Deshassel might be one of those guys who is going to enter in here with Fenakes here, who might just flash in, and that's exactly what they're going to do. First kill coming out, Kvik, second one as well. He might go for the third, not quite, going to fall a little bit short, and it's going to be Lollipop who takes him down, and Pound is going to be holding over towards the balcony area here, waiting for them to come over to him, and that might happen. Not anymore, though, because the rotation's coming in over towards the B site. Coffee going to be looking to peek around the corner, but taurės is going to be going for the white peak. He actually just dabbles in the danger zone there. Doesn't go the full way, just the tip, and he's going to be able to do a little bit of damage, and he's actually going to get taken down by Coffee because he showed his head a little bit too hard, and Kalinka going to be the last one left alive on the B site, looking to take these frags, and he does it! He takes out two! Going absolutely fantastic here, dropping the bomb, but going to go full. I can't even say it. He's going to die. He's going to get burnt alive there.
It hasn't been the satisfying in the end. The Molotov doesn't really hit him, but still, anyhow, that's going to be around here for Calmface. That was interesting, the way the Molotov responded. Actually, he was in the zone where the Molotov didn't effective. He moved a bit to the right, and boom, barbecue Kalinka.
Yeah, I mean, it does spread after it's been landed as well, so you have to be really careful and make sure you're not going to step into the wrong zone, which is exactly what he did. So he dropped, but he managed to actually win that round for his team. If it wasn't for him, they would have just stomped in there, planted the bomb, and that would have been a bit of a GG for that round, and it would have been the fourth round, but no, gets denied, and they're going to be able to take the first round under their belt. And now the T's are looking to try and return fire. Lollipop going to be stuck on only CZ, but we have actually seen him do fantastic things with this gun before. So I think GoodJob might just be able to smash this one out. Coffee on the other side of this wall, the flashbang going out. They're going to be looking to go in for this peak.
Oh, Kalinka, he could be seeing the player right there. If he were to jump, now he spots on the head, but no, Coffee will be getting that frag somehow. Surely you might have thought Kalinka had the advantage, but not for long. taurės goes for the peak, but it's not successful. The flash, it barely blinds anyone, and now the remainder has to go for the retake. Pound and Quick now. As Carcass falls, this definitely calls out for a save at this point. You have Pound and Quick with those M4s in hand, and the save, it makes sense at this point. Of course, that doesn't mean that they're not going to make it that tad bit more expensive here for the Belarusian side. We'll be getting the one frag, but right now, save is of the utmost important.
Yeah, and I mean, trying to get away from this team is going to be quite hard. I mean, they have a good idea where they're at, and we're actually going to see the T's go for the chase. They're not too hard. They are just sort of softly going to go check out the angles to try and pick up some kills. If they can take away these two rifles, it will damage them going into the future rounds heavily. And Fenax, he's actually going to get taken down. There we go. He's going to get fragged. Pound doing some huge work there. He might even be able to pick up the AK-47 from himself. And that's definitely an upgrade there from the M4. They are getting tapped away. Look at this. Deshassel going to get his head blown away by Pound, playing fantastically, checking all the angles, making sure they can't get snuck up on. And that is actually an extra AK into the next round. Pound almost full buy already done for him. So he can actually drop a UMP here for one of his teammates. And this is going to be a force into this Carcass with the Mag 7. Should definitely be playing over towards B here. He isn't, though. I do question that, but we'll see how they can position this. Maybe over towards apartments. Still a fantastic place for the Mag 7. B, sort of Banana, potentially even better, but all down to them. We're going to be seeing a lot of utility on the T side, a little bit less on the CT side, obviously restricted on the amount they could buy due to utility, but nonetheless moving forward, the bomb is still there. And Carcass, prove me wrong, gets the first frag on Lollipop.
He does get the frag with the Max 7. Of course, he's going to be trading out the Max 7 for an AK-47. Surely that is a good trade, and he's going to be taking it. Of course now, Calmface, them getting the initial frag to Lollipop is going to make things, I think, a bit better on the defense. Surely the defense is now going to be that tad bit more stronger. It's going to be a 4 versus 5, but surely don't count GoodJob out. They are still very much into the fight. They have those 4 AKs across the board. A bit of a lack of utility, you could say, but surely they can still definitely come up with something if they can still get the initial frags. Of course, they themselves are still very much waiting for maybe some sort of push from Calmface.
What I'd like to see is actually GoodJob going in wallbanging that spot above quad, because you can actually just kill someone. Like where Carcass is now, they can wallbang that. They can kill him if they really wanted to. You don't see it too often, but when it does happen, it makes people rage. But he's in the perfect position as they look to enter in here. He takes one, looks in for the second. Box going to be going in for the repeak. Might be a little bit dangerous. He does, but one going to be coming from balcony, distracts him. Box takes the frag. Fnax over towards long. A-site is theirs. They're going to be able to take over this, and this is GoodJob trying to get the 5th round on the board in round number 6. Kalinka, Pound here to try and relocate and take back the round.
Oh, but Kalinka, he definitely spotted out the shot of their box. It's a bit dissatisfying that he's only got the dink, but surely Pound, he's still very much into the fight. It's a 1 versus 2. Box is reasonably low on HP, but he has to check. Oh, Pound has to check a lot of angles here. He might just be guessing correctly, but surely once he tries to go for this, he goes for the 180, takes down Box, but he's not quick enough to take down Fnax, though. Still a round that goes in favor of the Belarusian team, and I'm thinking that the T side is looking strong here, I'd say, for the Belarus team of GoodJob.
Definitely, and that flick from Pound is probably one of the best I've seen. Obviously, doing a 180 onto him, just turn around, tap straight back up in towards apartments. Wasn't quite quick enough. It's so close, but yet so far. So they're going to be stuck around that sort of 2K mark across the board here. The pause comes in. They've got to really think, because not only is this their map, but this is also their pick. They picked CT side, sorry. So they're really underperforming considering where they should be at. And I mean, Taurės, he's 0 to 6 at the moment. So he's not going to quite hit that sort of 007. It might be 017 or something like that, but it's not quite the same. But hopefully he starts sort of getting the frags. Maybe they just need to reposition him, change him from his current position, and to try and actually use him to his strengths, because at the moment it doesn't seem like he is. Maybe the whole team need to sort of slightly reconfigure within their settings. Obviously wanting to be able to use their own sort of setup as much as they can, but maybe trying to actually sort of change it up to sort of throw off GoodJob, maybe play a little bit more aggressive, like you sort of mentioned earlier. But unless though, T's are playing aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive. They're already pushing up middle, pushing up towards Arch, but surely, how many frags can they get? Pound does get the 1 frag, but surely Das Hustle will reply. After all, that is an AK-47 in his hand. Das Hustle again with the frag. taurės, though, dealing a lot of damage here with the USP nonetheless. But still, this is an eco and quick for as long as he's alive. Okay, he's going to be dropping the bomb carrier. This isn't as bad as one might think. Has the AK in his hands, which is nice and all. Also knows where the bomb is dropped, but he has to try. He might just get the timing right. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting to see how this one turns out to be. Quick, moving slowly towards the A bomb site. Might be getting the 1 frag, but surely the bomb has been planted finally now. Quick has to be careful about this one. Spots out the player, and of course Lollipop. He will be getting the frag in the end. He had a very good position, all things considering.
Yeah, and he actually had a Molotov as well on Kvik's side, and he could have used that, and I think that's one of the reasons why he rotated so far, is because he knows that if he thinks over towards sort of the library area, he could burn that out. If they're in towards the site, he was going to burn them out, but unfortunately the first peek he took was an unfortunate one, and he got taken down. Very well played otherwise, and very good eco round from them. Moving forward, we will be seeing them do a full buy. It's going to be an AWP on Carcass. He needs to get some impact kills, but a grenade coming out doesn't do any damage actually to the CT side, as the T's are going to be backing off. Box tag slightly down to 83. A lot of utility on both sides, more so on the T side as it looks to execute over towards A long here.
Might as well try to. Of course, there's actually no one watching middle for here. The CT side is not really watching middle. They have all their players towards the bomb side, though. Kvik, that's a very nice angle, jumping onto that bike. But surely he's good for the 1 kill. And the question is how many more he can get. He hears Lollipop. He definitely heard Lollipop there, stepping his way throughout A-apps. Pound, though, he doesn't really have to go for this one. This is risky from Pound, but the risk works out beautifully for him. We'll be getting the frag with the Das Hustle. A second one, though, not the third, though. Fnex is still very much in this one. Karkas has to back away, and he does back away in time. Now goes for the scope in, doesn't hit the shot though. Coffee and Fnex, they have an opening into this round, but surely for how long? Kvik will be getting the one frag. Karkas has to hit the shots, will be getting the first one, not the second one though. Coffee's still alive, but here comes taurės with the flank, and it's gonna be 6-2 now. Calmface finally ending the winning streak of GoodJob. It has been a while, but they have definitely came back into this one.
Yeah, and it might have been a while, but look at the money on the T side. They really don't have much to play with. So it just goes to show how much damage and how close Calmface have had it when they've been on these rounds. But you know what? It doesn't matter. You can get someone down to one player. If they still win the round, they win the round, and they can carry on forward. But you know what? Calmface, looking to do good here. Karkas hits the first shot over towards Des Hustle, taking the advantage even further. Not only guns, but players as well as they move further forward. The rush coming out over towards A.
Yeah, the rush will commence. Karkas has to reposition himself. Now he has been dinged. That's never good. Never good for the AWP player. Of course, now the pistols still doing some damage here. Decent damage, maybe too much damage at this point. Surely this cannot be a round that Calmface could lose. And Kalinga has been caught out with a nade in his hand. And that is it. GoodJob. They will be planting the bomb on the bomb site. And with the bomb being planted, Kvik is just in a horrible predicament. Calmface, how on earth were they actually able to lose that one? That is soul-crushing for the CTs.
Yeah, I don't really have too many nice comments about that. It was just unfortunate with the fact that they were just getting fragged out. Karkas missed multiple shots there. He failed a sort of a jump away attempt over towards sort of connector, sort of in towards CT, and well, sort of Arch obviously, and his teammate taurės wasn't able to back him up properly because he just died straight away as well. He went full on aggressive. Rather than just playing and trying to contain these players to one place in towards CT, they went full on aggressive, and they got punished for it, and it's fully deserving because they made mistakes on that front, and GoodJob exploited them, and now they've got an AWP on box, and we're going to be seeing another eco on Calmface.
It's also been dissatisfying that, you know, Karkas, he gets the first kill with the op, and he has backup. He has a player backing him up, and of course, Karkas gets taken down, and the backup as well gets taken down, so from that point onward, it's just so horrible for Calmface to be in that situation. But anyhow, it looks like the push will come in here towards Banana Box. He's got that hop in hand. The second frag for him, not the third one. That was dead on, I've got to admit. But still, Karkas, you might just get that up and just save it. At this point, he should be saving the sniper rifle. It makes sense, of course. After all, it's an expensive gun, and his team is not doing so much better off in the money situation in comparison. GoodJob was the past couple rounds.
And I think actually due to the money situation, it's actually better for GoodJob to save these two AKs than go aggressive against Karkas because they've actually not got much money. They're actually going to be sort of struggling on that themselves, so they have to be careful when peeking into the mid area, especially against an AWP, even in towards second mid, so they're kind of trapped. They need to cross over, so they should have gone back over towards library and played that angle, but they thought Karkas might be going for a hero play, so they are just waiting. They've got full HP, so they can make it through apartments and just sit around here and take some damage if they so wish, or go for the hunting, which seemingly they might do a little bit of, but that is a free opens the next round for Calmface. And also, you know what? Karkas, he got 3 kills, and it was an eco round, so fantastic play from there against fully armored opponents. You have to give it to them. They have got that in the baggage to be able to take that through. And obviously, looking at this scoreline, it's a little bit interesting when it comes to sort of the face, and we have actually seen taurės pick up a couple of kills here as well, so he is coming to fruition finally here. And we are seeing a few pistols to try and counteract these rifles here on the T side.
Those riders will try to box the rushing up aggressively. Still will be get good for the one frag, and Coffee as well. Watching his teammates back, he tried to line up the smoke, but the problem is there's still players towards Banana. That's going to be Pound as well. He'll be getting the one frag, but take a look at the Belarusian squad. They've already made their way towards the A-bomb, so they got a decent amount of frags, and well, hey, it looks like the bomb set is empty. Might as well plant the bomb over here. Makes sense. And of course, this means that the Lithuanian team are now going to be losing one more round here. Box is going to make that loss even more difficult with him getting the one frag, and actually, GoodJob. Looks like it's going to be 9-2 at this point because Pound going for the retake. Let's put it at that. It's going to be not a retake. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's just not going to happen. He might be able to do some more damage to them at this point, though. He needs that ult. They need this ult into the next round. They needed the actual round as well, but he's going to do very well. No scope coming out. What was that? Pound, the MVP of the Lithuanian team so far, trying to find a final one, legs him, doesn't quite find the kill. That's going to be the AWP dropped, but what a no-scope. He is most definitely the best player on their team that we are seeing consistent fantastically through these past 2 maps, and they need him to be able to perform, but they also need the other players. taurės, Kalinka, where are you at? 2 deaths, 2 kills and 3 kills on Kalinka and taurės. That is just not acceptable when it comes to this map. You picked this map, you should be performing on this, but the Belarus team, GoodJob, are just absolutely smashing it down. Carcass, he's not hitting his AWP shots. Pound was actually doing much better than him with the AWP as well, which just brings the question, where is their mentality at right now? And the execution has come out from the T's, rushing over towards Long, but that's actually going to be the kill from Kvik, but the trade coming in from Lollipop.
Yeah, the trade that's commenced, but the bomb has been dropped here, so this is the one saving grace here, I think, for Calmface. And of course, Carcass hitting some shots, hitting some very crucial shots at that. Not going to be hitting the up-close and personal shot, but surely this round is somewhat doable. You have Pound and taurės who've got the HP advantage, and the bomb, they don't see the bomb as of yet, but Pound very close on taking out the player, but yet so far at the same time, the bomb will be planted here for the T side, but this retake is looking very solid now from the CTs. Surely this is very possible for them to win this one.
I mean, they have no utility, but the pressure is going to be on. They're going to be looking to enter in here. Pound, he's going to be the key man. He's got 4 HP, the AK as well. Box over towards short. They've now spotted him out. The spray through the box could come out, but he's still got 50 HP, so he might not get taken down. One coming over towards the site, and they're both going to get taken down. That's another round on the board for the Lithuanian team here. Calmface finally putting number 3 on the board. They so needed this. They also need to go make sure they pick up that AWP. Kalinka, taurės, both on 3, but still Pound going massive, 16 kills, actually top fragging across the whole of the server, playing fantastically. You have to give him the credit. He is the MVP so far on this map, actually, especially with that AWP play.
Surely. I mean, not to say that he was doing a poor job on Cobblestone. He was also doing some heavy lifting on Cobblestone as well, but surely this time around it matters, and it matters even more because this is a very important matchup right here, especially the second map of this best of 3. Surely this is a round where Calmface may be in a position to pick this one up. Both of the teams have got pretty similar buys, you could say. Surely Calmface, this is still possible, at least making the scoreline a tad bit more tangible, especially when you're going to be switching sides. You're going to be playing on the T side and the T side. Well, it's also going to be a difficult endeavor. That's what I'm thinking.
I think it's going to be very difficult indeed. I mean, this Belarus team is just playing fantastically. They've got the read on Calmface all over the place. And look at this. They're actually looking to execute over towards B. Kalinka, though, he's actually rotating. He could actually play very well from this. He's going to have to counter a counter flash, but he's just running the open. What's going on? taurės going to have to try and clutch it out, but these 2 point fraggers here over towards B going to have to try and stay alive. He's playing the anchor position. It's not working. Carcass from CT going to get smoked out. Doesn't even go in for the timed kill, just chucks out the incendiary grenade, tries rushing in. Kvik is going to be taken down in the meantime. Pound going to be rushing in as well with his teammate.
They have to try and go for this one. They have to try and go for this one. They have to hurry up, of course. They've got some defuse kits, which is nice, but they have to check so many angles as well. Pound spots out the 1 kill, but he's not getting the frag as of yet. He will be getting the frag finally, but now has to back away. I'm thinking it's not enough. It is not enough as he doesn't have enough time, and surely GoodJob now with them picking up this round. Things are not looking good here for the Lithuanian team. Maybe even the correct term would be even desperate at this point.
Yeah, I mean, to put the word out there, stomped is starting to come to mind. I mean, it's not quite because it's not 0 and it's not into the second half yet, but you know what? I have faith that Calmface can come back into this, especially on the T side. They can play very well on the aggressive side, and they kind of depend on sort of Pound and Kvik to be able to play into this. Carcass as well, chiming in. He's got the Mag 7 in towards apartments, looking to try and find the first frag here, get the ball rolling for his team. But you know what? I think they expect the aggressiveness here.
They are. And when you take a look at the setup, of course, Lollipop, he himself was watching for a push of similar sorts, but actually Carcass has actually made his way all the way to the balcony, so he might just be spotting out Das Hustle there, but Das Hustle crouches. Oh, the Mag 7, will he be hitting the headshot as well? The Mag 7. I don't get those kills, though.
Well, I mean, obviously, it uses pellets. It was able to hit him in the head as a majority, being able to find the kill. Carcass is going to get smoked off by the TC. He's going to be pushed back in towards a sort of balcony here. Coffee box taken down too. It's now going to be down to Carcass here to try and finish him off. He's going to get taken down by Coffee. Not looking so good. Sorry, that was Carcass. Going to fall to Fanakis, and there we go. That's going to be at the 11th round on the ball for GoodJob. Only 1 more round to go, so Calmface could make it to a total of 4 rounds, but with this money, I don't know if they're going to be able to get the 4th round on the rounds on the board here this half. They are going to be going in for the 4th spot here. Carcass with the Mag 7, not going to be able to make that same play. Potentially should rotate him over towards B.
I guess that's one way of putting it. Surely things are looking quite desperate here for the Lithuanian time. Pound just pushing up middle. Simple as that, and that's the end of this first half, and what a first half it has been. Kvik is still alive, but I'm guessing for not long. 31 points of Elf. Might be going for the happy deal ace at this point. He's in the position to do so, but surely he's going to need a tad bit more, and anyhow, that is not enough. 12-3 is the scoreline, and if you're the Belarusian team, you've got to be feeling confident.
And definitely, and they're going to be able to end out on that 12 rounds. I mean, that's just crazy talk. It's kind of going back to what we saw in the first semi-finals going between these teams. So we're going to be going into the second half very shortly. But I mean, just a little bit of reflection on these two teams. I mean, Calmface have been playing very well in sort of individual levels. Like Pound, for example, has just been absolutely smashing it out when he's been playing against these teams. But when it comes to an actual, as a sort of a team, he's not been able to help them sort of push on forward.
And of course, I guess it's simple to say that, well, they just didn't get some sort of momentum rolling as well. I mean, that's one of the more, I think, bigger issues here for the Calmface side. If they would have gotten round after round after round, they would be feeling, I think, way more confident on their CT side, for instance, on Inferno. Surely, the CT side, that's where confidence really matters, especially on the T side, surely, but on the CT side, when you get pushed constantly, it's very hard to be building up that momentum as you are losing round after round after round, and that's very dissatisfying. And once you get a round win, you get economically reset because you lose the aforementioned next round, so that is just a horrible, horrible situation for a team to be in.
You know what, though? Hopefully they can keep their calm face as they move into the second half and really bring it back. You know what? I've got faith they can do it. Why not? I mean, 16, well, what am I saying? 13 rounds in a row, just straight up, not lose a single one. That's the way of the Lithuanians, right? Just smash it out, play forward on that front. So it could be Kvik just really going to be able to push it out and go forward with that.
You know, there's always the possibility. Surely, that's how, I guess that's the beauty of Counter-Strike in general. Things like that are definitely possible. Surely, you know, we saw some great stuff today. I gotta admit, especially in the semi-final previously as well, we saw one of the Latvian players, I think it was Hiski, picking up a very insane 1 versus 3, you've got to admit. And a comeback like this, you know, there's always the realm of possibility that it might just happen.
Yeah, and I mean, when you get plays like Pound early on, where we saw him get the no-scope, and even though it was just him trying to save the gun, he didn't actually end up being able to make that, but he still did a lot of damage when it came to just doing the AWP and trying to build up some morale back in the team, because it seems like that might be something that might be missing, not only the sort of like momentum, but also being able to sort of try and push forward. I mean, players like Kvik obviously doing a massive amount of damage, and we really wanted that sort of happy moment right at the end there. I know I had my fingers and sort of toes crossed for him to be able to try and pull that off, like peeking around the corner. I was ready smiling, ready to try and do the same sort of call out that Semler did that day. That Happy managed to go absolutely mental with the deagle there. But nonetheless, though, I mean, then there's other players that aren't quite sort of performing as well as they should have across obviously the Lithuanian team. I mean, the T's as well, they obviously the Belarus team didn't have as good sort of players all the time. Lollipop, he had a much more sort of effective game on Cobblestone, I'd say.
I guess that's one way to put it. I guess you could also say that in general, when the camera was looking at the players themselves seem to be rather happy. Even the Calmface players who are, they're losing, but they don't seem to be, mad at it. I mean, they're like, hey, well, we're a mixed team. Well, what's the worst that can happen? We can lose, surely, but it's definitely not to say that that's a very horrible position to be in. Surely it's nice to win, but of course, this is an adventure, seems to be the case.
Yeah, and so we should be getting back into this very shortly now. Here we go. Backing into the second half here, guys. Calmface versus a GoodJob here as we move forward into the next round. Funaki is going to be pushing down. It's going to be the almost default buy from the CTs. It is Lollipop picking up the first kill. Person coming up behind. Funaki's doing a fantastic job, but they're also going to do a massive amount of damage. Calmface going to do fantastic work here. Going to be down to a 3-on-2 situation, but the bomb is stuck in a very difficult situation here. But Coffee going to get dropped as well. Look at that carcass. Takes down Box.
Yeah, but what an aggressive push was that from Phoenix. He was just pushing up middle. He didn't even care if there was a player towards B. He didn't care if there were players towards lower ramp. He just pushed up. And the fact him not getting a single frag, I don't think he got a single frag out of this one. Very aggressive push, but in the end, Calmface somehow able to climb their way onto a victory. And good job. Bit of investment here from the CT side. We have this investment from them. Box though. Coffee though, he's going to be getting the frag. Coffee as well with a second frag. A 1-dig. And of course, Carcass will be getting a refrag out of his own, but surely things are not looking as good as one might think. Calmface you've got to be very careful about this one. You have got a 4 versus 3 scenario in which, well, you're in a disadvantageous position. I guess that's very reasonable to say here for Calmface. Surely the Pistols, they can do work. And the Pistols of GoodJob, especially Coffee, picking up those 2 kills.
Yeah, and he's still alive. He's got 5 HP. A madman, and he must be on a little bit of a caffeine rush himself. But we are going to be seeing that the T's actually trying to push over towards the A site, and they might get punished by this. I mean, there's only one player here, and that is going to be actually Lollipop trying to hold this position, and he's got the CZ, so that's crucial. But they're making no steps here, waiting for him to come to them. And we're actually going to be seeing the T's actually maybe go towards B, which would be a horrendous mistake here. Bomb peeking back over towards mid by himself. Bit of a mistake. They need to clean out the A site and really just plant the bomb and allow the retake scenario to be able to come out and play. Lollipop, though, would probably be the thorn in their ankle, their foot, as they're trying to plant the bomb.
Oh, but this is sneaky. Oh, this is so sneaky from Calmface. They are going to be planting that bomb into the A bomb site. Now they're going to know. Now they're going to know that this is going to be the A bomb site at the push, of course. It has to come in. This is a somewhat doable situation here for the CT side. Of course, Calmface, they've got good angles. Good angles indeed. Lollipop will be getting the 1 frag, but still, Pound and Quick are alive, and they're alive and living, and they're going to be winning this round, of course. 5-12. They had decent positions, I've got to admit. At the very end, though, they were still able to position themselves, even when the retake did eventually commence.
Yeah, and it was a really well playing, and the fact that they were actually dedicated to going very slow, which would go to show that they have actually come into this with their calm face. You said it was off a happy face during this break. We saw the players' faces, and I have to agree. They didn't seem sort of unhappy or sort of rushed about or anything. They were just playing like they should. They're in a mix. They're not expecting to go home like all the way all the time. They're just going to be playing it and trying to win as the Lithuanians. Well, look at this push, though. Taking the B site by storm. 3 down. And there's also Carcass taking down Des Hustle, and Lollipop falling another round on the board. Only 6 rounds behind. Doing a fantastic job so far. The first 3 default rounds underway and out of the way as Calmface are looking to try and play the catch-up game. Carcass with the AWP hopefully going to be proven a little bit more fruitful here on the T side. AWP going to be on box, and we know he can actually be a fantastic shot as well. Torres, UMP, has also got AK, and he's the guy to watch out for as well. Lollipop laying in towards apartments. Carcass going in towards mid, wins the fight, takes down box. Orp versus Orp. T's go forward.
They are going forward. Torres is well getting a kill with a Molotov nonetheless. And they are moving forward. They're going to be pushing through the oh, not for the smoke, not yet. But it's about time that the push will commence. There we go. Getting boosted right up the ledge. Coffee, though, is still on this B-bomb site. Of course, he's going to need some backup anytime soon now. Coffee, he's spotting out players coming his way. There's no backup as of yet. Torres with a crucial frag. And I'm pretty sure if you're just hustling Lollipop, you're pretty much out of this one.
Yeah, but Kvik, he's not done yet. He's hungry for the frags, and so the rest of his teams have actually gone over towards A. So they're going for the fate, but this is a massive mistake. Des Hustle takes down Kvik. He must know what's going on here. They're going to trap him in. Carcass takes him down, and they rotate the bomb over towards B, where they know it is safe. And Lollipop, he's running for the hills. He's running off to Candyland here, trying to save himself and his, well, you know, his team, his M4, his grenade, also his armor. There's only partial, no need in that head armor in this position, apart from against Torres. But you know what? Only losing Kvik, this is going to be setting them up to try and build up their economy for future rounds where they may lose. They may lose and may not, but what is this now? 4 rounds in a row?
Yep.
They've broken the curse.
Yes, they've broken the curse. It's going to be 4 rounds in a row. Looks like the T side is a more favorable side. Should have gone to that T side. And that's what I'm guessing here if you're Calmface. But right now, 7-12. Going to make it more 5 rounds to go, and it's going to be an equal scoreline.
And I mean, you actually, funnily enough, like talking about that, you mentioned earlier in the previous semifinals is the fact that they actually might just be playing like Hellraisers used to, and the fact that they're actually going in for the unfavored side, seeing what they have to deal with, seeing what the cards that they're dealt, and then going over towards the side they actually prefer, and then just smashing out saying, okay, we have to get that many rounds, easy. We'll get those 13 rounds in a row. You know what? They've got 4. That's more than they got on the first half. I think they might just be able to just smash this one out. They're now very limited rounds behind them. So well played, Calmface so far, picking up another round on the board, building up the economy. Kvik only 1.9k, but doesn't matter. CT's not too far behind. They have got an AK, one of their teammates, and it seems like they've got grenades. You know what that means.
Oh, yes. And, oh, they're going to be making their way towards middle. Okay, but the grenades are not going to be as effective as they definitely could have been. Surely, that is definitely not what I think GoodJob was expecting, but still, you got that M4 into Lollipop. He might just be doing that tad bit more damage here on the T side, but of course, you still have other 4 players of the GoodJob side. Kalinka making his way. Actually, he's got some backup, but it looks like the backup is not going to be needed. He's going to be getting the one and a second one at that.
That's what I'm talking about, Danny. Kalinka's finally here. Danny's home, as it were. He's going to be able to check these angles properly, get the frags. Coffee going to be looking to push through here. He might just get punished for this. He is the eco hero. Going to take one down, but going to get dropped down by Box. Still 4 versus 2. taurės taking down one, going in for the second kill. Here we go. Padding their scores with kills. Good job. You better watch out. They're only 4 rounds behind as we go into the next round here. Karka's 1913 pound. Only on 2013, so Karka's actually playing a fantastic catch-up game here with his teammates, and taurės Kalinka equally on 9-9. If it wasn't for them, that could have actually gone a completely different direction, but they finally come through on their side and really checking the angles properly and actually landing the shots, which is brilliant to see. Nonetheless, though, into the next round.
Yes, we are into the next round. We're also seeing the GoodJob player Box purchasing that AWP. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can actually get the early on engagements. Kalinka yet again towards Banana. He's going to be getting the frag, and looks like he might as well be getting a second one. No, that was so close. Way too close for Karma, but still taurės with the refrag. Things are looking up here for this Calmface side, and taurės, he secured the B-bomb side pretty much by his own sum.
Yeah, whilst you're saying that, though, Pound is over towards the A side, takes down one. They've now split their efforts across both sides, but look at this. Box comes up behind taurės, takes him down, and the bomb is running for the hills. Box not going to be able to catch him, and it's now going to be all down to Lollipop to try and catch him off guard.
This is weird. The positioning of both of these teams, Lollipop doesn't see Karkas with the bomb as of yet, but now he's hearing a lot of footsteps. He's definitely hearing a lot of footsteps, gets the frag with the Kvik. Very close indeed. 50 seconds left on the clock, that's a lot, but of course, the bomb will be planted one way or the other. Of course, it has to commence. Karkas with the fragment to Box, and now Lollipop still gonna try and go for this one. Knows the positioning of Karkas, but doesn't check his left. And of course, that's where Pound is, and now we're gonna be making it 9-12, in fact.
Oh, a fantastic play coming out from the Ts here, being able to execute onto both sites at the same time, splitting the effort of the CTs across both sites. But you know what? CTs, fantastic job. We saw Box obviously go over towards B, take them down, recover that site. He did a retake by himself. And I mean, fair play to him. But unfortunately, whilst he was doing that, Lollipop lost control of the A site, so a little bit unfortunate on that front. But you know what? It's now going to be an eco round for GoodJob as they push through to the next round, and things are starting to look pretty up for Calmface here.
Yeah, looking good. Things are definitely looking good for this Lithuanian side, surely. But we still have, of course, first of all, they have to equalize the scoreline, and then hitting match point. Well, that's what they're hoping for. That's what they're hoping for on this T side in particular. Of course, GoodJob are still in the fight. We're seeing them with the purchase of armor. You've got those upgraded pistols as well. As we'll have that. But of course, we're not. It's quite hard to say where the push will commence. Though this hustle has allowed a lot of players to slip through middle. He will get the ding onto Karkas, though. I'm sorry, onto Pound, but seems to be the case. But still, Pound and taurės solo in HP. The pistols can be of great importance here, but Lollipop, his position is key. How on earth did he get here? He's still, Karkas will be going for the 180 to get that frag, but things, they still have to be careful about this one. They allow Box to get that one frag, but that's the only frag though. The bomb has to be recovered, and Coffee, well, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to accomplish much. There we go, making it 10-12 at this point.
And what a fantastic cheer coming out from the crowd. Brilliant plays coming in from both sides, but you know what? Calmface are here to stay, and they're looking to recover this map in their favor and take it to the third map, which will be Cash. But you know what? GoodJob is still here. They're still struggling. They're still fighting. They've still got the lead by 2 rounds, so things are definitely not over yet, and Calmface is still in the deficit here in regards to rounds, and it's going to be an AWP on Box. Hasn't proven so useful yet, apart from Rentry taking a side by himself. And we're going to be seeing the 3-man stack over towards B. Box going to have to back off here. He could go for the wallbang, misses it. Grenade goes out. So does the Molotovs. They're clearing out B so professionally here from the T side.
Yeah, this is nice, but this flash is even nicer. Next will be getting the 1 frag, but surely they don't have to press anymore. Kalinka, he will be taking down Coffee, but that was a bit of a misplay, I think, from GoodJob. You surely get the 1 frag and you try to back away as quick as possible. Flashes from both sides, but Pound doesn't get flashed by the opposition's flash, but surely this is looking up here for the Calmface side.
Yeah, so they are going to be looking to back off here. They have got Kalinka He was just playing a little bit slow here. He's just holding the angle over towards B. Over towards the A site, we have got Kvik, who's going to be the key member here. If he can execute on towards the A site, make an opening for his team, this could be it. This could be the 11th round, which will take them only 1 round away from GoodJob and sort of equalizing on this. Over towards long. Desasso going to be able to take down one. That's going to be Kvik dropping. Karga's pushing in anyway. He's got the AWP waiting for them to push. The flash comes out. The double kill. Desasso going huge. Takes down 2. Kalinka, last one left alive. Takes one over towards the B site. Pushes in towards the CT area and he's shut down. Headshots by Box.
What a heartbreaking way to lose. That was a very heartbreaking way to lose for the Lithuanian side. Surely making their way towards, I think it was towards the A-bomb side. Them getting taken down from that part of the map. 3 players going down so quickly, and of course, that is, I think this is the very first time that they end up losing a round, so it's definitely not as bad as one might think, but they've still got money. And it just goes to show they have even a double op setup. Well, not anymore. Karkas falls, and surely Kalinka, he's still got that op of his own.
And Kalinka, he's been one of the key members on this T side, actually going in for these entry frags, and Pounds take it down. This is not looking so good. The counter frags need to come out very quickly, or they might just end up losing grasp, and it could be the 14th round on the board for GoodJob.
It might just be the case. Oh, the nade actually does decent amount of damage there on one of the players. I think that's Coffee still. 3 versus 5. You have the op on the T side, which is a good thing here for Calmface. They can still very much utilize Kalinka to be, okay, Kalinka, try and get a pick here, try and get a pick here. If possible, he might just be getting the kills, and well, those might be entries here for the T side, but now they're shifting. They're making their way towards the A-bomb side, and that's going to be a frag here for Box. Anyhow, Kvik is still alive, and Kvik is going to be getting the 1 frag, but Lollipop should be refragging. No, he doesn't see him. Alrighty then, things are not looking as bad as one might think. taurės picks up the op himself, but he's not seeing anything as of yet. Has to scout out. Has to scout out as many angles as possible when it might be the time for him to shoot. There we go, pulls the trigger, gets the 1 kill, but of course they have to hurry up, 30 seconds here.
Yeah, so the smoke is out. They're going to be executing. Coffee's here to stop them. He is the pain master. He's going to get fragged out though. Kvik here, the hero. Can he be it? No, grenade comes in, and that is a Kobe. Finishing that run of rounds for them. And now it's going to be 14 rounds on the board for GoodJob. 2 more rounds and they've won this series, and they'll be going over towards the finals. But you know what? It's not over yet until the fat lady sings, and she hasn't started singing yet. We've still got Calmface in the fight here. 4 rounds behind. They've still got a buy up here. They can still try and fight against this. I mean, look at this. I mean, Coffee's actually only got Famous. That's a lot weaker buy. And Box, look at this play. He's actually just pushing down in towards mid. Completely unorthodox compared to what you'd usually expect in this kind of map. But he doesn't care. He wants those early frags. It doesn't happen though, and that's exactly what needed to be restricted. As soon as Calmface lost their sort of early frags, their early players early on, they lost their advantage. And as soon as that happens, it just went downhill.
I guess it's simple to say is that. It's very simple as that. I mean, Calmface, if they're the ones getting the frags, well, looks like it's going to be, oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, but that's a boost on the other part of the map. Pound, though, he will be getting the frag onto Coffee. Surely that could be the saving grace for this Lithuanian team. Them getting the entry frag, now they've got something to work with. Of course, this is still not the end here.
Yeah, and just mentioning on that, what they might not mistake though is the fact that there's now actually 2 CTs still in that area, and also 1 boosted up. So they could completely misread this, smoke it off, and rush in and just get taken down into pieces by this player who's boosted up. But they are going to go in for the execute any moment. Viniakis is still boosted up here, obviously. Flash is coming in, so is the smoke.
Yeah, the smoke does come in. Oh, he allows him to go through, but now it's about time. He's going to be getting the frags. The 1 kill, maybe not good for the second one, but he will be getting the second frag as well, and Box as well. Things are not looking up here for the Calmface side. taurės and Kvik still alive, but for how long? taurės, 1 versus 4, and it's not looking too good for him. Does get the 1 frag, almost gets the frag on the second guy. That was scary there from taurės, but now 3 points of health towards quad. This is horrible situation for him. And of course, this is going to be putting up GoodJob onto match, map, and even series point.
Yeah, and I mean, exactly what I said happened. They just completely forgot to check flower pots or that sort of boosted spot in towards CT. The smoke's there. You still need to check that. Even if you can't see it, spray that spot. You're a lot safer off if you can do that and make sure you're not going to get shot in the back, which is exactly what happened. They lost 2 of their teammates thanks to that position. So it really pays to make sure you're checking your angles. In this round, we are going to be seeing a bit of a last desperate attempt here to be able to try and bring themselves back into this series. Calmface, 10 rounds. They did such a good job coming into this half, but it's just fallen to pieces in the last sort of 3 rounds.
Yeah, the thing is they haven't even been able to pick up a single round. Box, though, he'll be getting that frag. Carcass, though, through the smoke, will be taking down one more. And Coffee, he's right behind the smoke himself, of course, pushing for the smoke. That's pretty much a suicide wish right there from the Calmface side. That's why they're not doing it. But however, Des Hustle on the other part of the map, that's where he strikes. And well, his strike definitely means something here. Pound and Carcass still alive, but the question is for how long, of course. Not to say that this isn't doable, but they're gonna need some fragging prowess. I'm guessing Carcass getting taken down. Pound now left in a 1 versus 2. This is important. This is also important for Pound to get this one. Of course, it's possible, surely, but he has to play this one smart. And well, looks like he is. He's expecting some sort of flank, but the GoodJob side, they're playing this one almost to perfection.
Yeah, and one person to play this. I mean, I'd count on Pound to do this, and he's going to be peeking over towards long here. Lollipop is ready and waiting for him. The peek is now going to be coming in any moment. He peeks in, he takes the frag. This could be the step back into the match, guys. We're here, waiting our hearts, pounding, ready for him to plant the bomb. Facing it up in towards apartments, and he's actually going to be getting potentially backstabs here by Coffee, who has got that defuse kit here, who's coming in over towards shorts. The pressure's on, Molotov in hand as well. Pound could do a lot of damage with that if he just cuts off one spot. Peeks in, gets the kill, and they're back in the game. 11 rounds on the board, potentially looking to bring this back. Danny, is your heart going crazy here? Your home team grasping at straws here.
I'm excited. I've got to say I'm excited. Pound to actually win the clutch of great importance. Pause coming in. This is, I think, the very first time we're seeing the GoodJob side with a pause. Of course, they have to figure things out. They've got not the most amount of money, probably going to be going for an equal, but of course, they've got what could be regarded as 4 times. You know, they've got 4 lives, so to speak, in this game. So worst case scenario for them, they're going to be hitting overtime one way or the other. But of course, if they want to close this one out, they have to do it as quick as possible. They don't want to allow the Calmface guys to get some momentum. But how can you not after a round like that where Pound clutches it and he does it
so well? And I mean, he was the guy I'd say, if you want someone to do it, he's the man to do it. He has been playing absolutely out of this world when it comes to his team. And you know what? We are actually going to be seeing GoodJob just going for the sort of partial buy here. They're not going to dedicate to this round. They're going for the buy next round and then force up into the following round after that if they don't win this following one. But nonetheless, though, grenades are going to be coming out over towards B. The T's need this round. They need to really grind these guys into pulp. They can't lose too many people. 2 Galils, 3 AKs. The action's beginning. Flash going out.
That's a good flash. That's a very good flash, though. Good for the 1 kill, though. Coffee strikes again with a P250, but it's not good enough. Taurės getting dinked, but the dink is not enough. Pound, though, dancing around the Molotov. Next, though, how on earth does he get that kill? Running and gunning with the CZ. I guess that's one of the good things about the CZ75 and Lollipop. Again, he has made his way in this position, but however, look at the position of Quick, though. This is going to be interesting to see how this one turns out to be, but Lollipop with the frag, a second frag for him. Things are not looking good here for Calmface. Quick is alive, but in this position, now he needs to be the one to step up. He needs to step up, and well, if he does, Calmface could still very much be in this one, but this is going to be a round of great importance.
So he's going to be looking to sneak down Banana. He might just get heard out. And he has got a gun. He's going to be able to get the frag, but not the second one. No! Calmface take them down, and he's going to drop down. A GoodJob. Going to win this one out. 16-11, taking the second map, which wasn't even their pick. Fantastic plays by the Belarus team. Round of applause to the team who just won that. Fantastic plays, winning it on an eco round.
And of course, securing their win here, they're going to be making it to the grand final, of course.